Hello everybody. Well, anyways, it looked like if you watch the video that says just talking, I'm in there just rambling away, thinking to myself out loud in video recording. Pretty funny because when I got to the hardware store, I forgot I was recording. I got out of the truck, kept recording, went inside and bought my stuff and came back and went, hey, I'm still recording. That's too funny. So I had to edit it and chop it down a little bit. So in there on that video, I was talking about how I did not want to have to cut into that 1 1/4 inch line. Guess what? I cut into it. And the guy who dug the hole, or the trench, the hole and the trench for the drain for the washing machine, I call him and ask him if he's going to come up and does he mind burying the rest of that. He says, yeah, I can. I said, hey, while you're here, I've got a trench that I got to put in about 80 feet, a 1 1/4 inch from the corner of my house that I'm going to pour on the side of where the solar panels are, kind of jog it a little bit, keep it away from the corner of the house that I do not have yet, and come around and go to the corner of the shed there, and I'm going to put another one of those farm spigots up, tee off of that, and tee up in and get water into that new washing machine that my son bought my wife. Well, I forgot some parts, so I had to go back to the hardware store, and I saw the guy on the way, so I'm trying to hurry up down out here in the holler, and come across some guy pulling something in the back of his truck. I don't know what it was, doing 10 miles an hour, 10 people behind him. I'm like, good Lord, the hardware store's going to close because everything shuts down here around noon on Saturday, Sunday, half days on Wednesday. So I'm trying to hurry up and get out there. I get out there, get the parts, buy this, buy that. Get down the road, get halfway back home, and guess what? I forgot some parts. So I had to turn around and go back and get some caps for the 1 1/4 inch line. So when I run this other water line, I can cap it off, hurry up, and put another spigot down at this other end because I broke the female connection on the bottom of the other one. And part of that connection is still stuck inside, but I had bought another one, so I used that one. And so we got that. I was afraid that we were going to be out of water today. The shitter's full and we can't flush it. No, but we got it in. And the gentleman that came in here did that. He trenched that whole way and buried it, and then charged me a penny. I asked him, I said, you sure? I feel awfully bad for you now. He goes, no, I just like you. You're a pretty good guy. I just want to come out and help you out. I said, hey, great. I said, he goes, if you ever see me on the side of the road broke down, help me out. And I said, I'll do even better than that. You need me for a day or something, anytime you call me, and I'll come running. So got that done. But this other end over here is still exposed because I got to get that other spigot on there, and so I got to try to get that piece of plastic that's broke off on the threads, the copper threads, brass threads. Done it before. You just have to get a hacksaw blade, take it off, and gently do it in sections, 1/4 inch sections or so, and then get a screwdriver and kind of pop it out, and then work yourself around until you get it out without buggering the threads. And once you bugger them, it's done. It'll just leak. We don't want no leaks. And so I got that down. I'm not going to go out there in that heat. It's getting to the point here, I've noticed, come 10 o'clock, you're kicking the air conditioner on. Me, I'm kicking the generator on because it gets hot. So from about 10 to 3 today, it was just hot. It was only 83 degrees. I mean, it's really not that hot. humidity sure does make up for it. And then on top of that, you got the bugs out here. And every bug or thing that crawls and flies wants to bite you. So you're swatting, kicking, cursing, throwing stuff, scratching like I am now because you feel like you got bugs on you. And it's kind of interesting. After we got all that dirt dug up, got the pipe put in, buried the pipe, they're flying ants coming out of everywhere. And they're flying ants, they're not termites. These things are flying ants. And they want to sting you. Some are flying, some are not, but they're all over the place. So I'm going to go to chemical warfare. Yep. I'm going to nuke them. You hear that? I'm going to nuke you. And then on top of it, that whippoorwill, they'll get out and shoot him out of the tree. Because he showed around up. You know, he's been gone, but he hears me up here. He comes a-flying. He lets me know that he's coming back up here just to say hi to me. So nice. What was the other? There's a hawk or an eagle flying around today. While Shay was running around with the wife, the missus and me, sizing her up. I almost got the 9 shot up at it. But knowing my luck, I'd hit it. I'm a pretty good shot, so I didn't do that. But I got to go down south and make some money tomorrow. And then I got to hurry up and come up here and fix that drill up in there. Get that 1/2-inch line in there to an inlet bib. You know, it's cold. We don't need hot water. Everything's hot down here. And it'll have the drain, just like you do in your house. You'll see the hot and the cold. And it has a little drain pan right there, and it goes down into that 2-inch. It goes down there and does its thing. But the problem is, since I wasn't here when he showed up to dig that, he cut 10 feet of my house corner. So that means I got a 2-inch line, I got an 1.25-inch line, a water line under that corner of that house. And I really don't want to go down any further because I'll be underneath those pines. And that one pine I showed you a couple videos back, like I said, it's got a 40-inch girth. That thing's huge. It's got to be 100 feet tall. I don't want that falling on my house. Oh, another thing is, I came across a guy down at the hardware store. He works for a guy, and they pour cement for a living. So I was talking to him. Hopefully he'll come by tomorrow. I hope I don't miss him because I got to get down south. And he said on his off days to grab a couple guys. We'll order 12.5 yards. And he'll pour it. They'll finish it. But I got to get the forms up. Get the wire in there. And elevate that thing about 1 inch off the ground so it's in the middle of the cement slab. So, but I'll have water over here. I'll have water for the garden. I'll have water for the chickens. I've only got to bury about 10 feet of it, but front yard, it looks like a mess because you've got to pile this stuff on top of where you dig. Have a mound on top because when it rains, it sinks. Big time. But other than that, she's out there in that sun today and it wiped her out. She's in here. She came in here. She was breathing pretty hard. And she was digging in her garden. 3 plants. We got quite the farm going on here, people. No. But anyways, if you guys can, throw a prayer in there for Sharon for taking the jab of the J&J. People just don't listen to you. I asked my kid, I said, you know what, we tell people about this gene therapy stuff that they're giving people. They don't listen to you. I asked him, I said, why don't they listen to you? He goes, Dad, because they don't think like we do. And I'm like, think like we do? I mean, it's common sense. Even one person gets sick, you're gonna play Russian roulette and try it? Nobody listens. So that means these videos I send people, they just probably just shine it on and say, oh my God. Good Lord. It's coming. Better not have that gene therapy sculpting away at your DNA, changing you. Because once that happens, you're no longer the father's. You belong to the other one. My God, my God, my God. Don't be deceived, people. What did Jesus say was the first thing? When shall the time shall come? The first thing he told us is don't be deceived. Wars and rumors of wars. Oh my God. That's why I left everything. I left everything in it. Down there. Sold everything. We're living in a 28-foot fifth wheel. Parked on some beautiful land. In the middle of nowhere. To get away from that junk. And you see it everywhere. It's everywhere. Matter of fact, they had a pharmacy down there across from Walmart. Birmingham. Come on in and get the Moderna shot. Moderna. You guys read the ingredients on that? On their own website? J&J? Why? You're just gonna take it because the doctor said it's best if you do? Let's see him take it. Unbelievable. God love them. God love them all. There we go. Let the dead bury the dead. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. God bless them. Man, read your book.